Hello, it's Madam and welcome to this new speed build. So today I'm building a house that I wanted to build for quite some time now, and I think because I've played with What Remains of Edith Finch, that gave me the inspiration I needed to build a house like that. So the idea behind this house is that it's a maze. And you could have maybe guessed it by the name of the video and the house. And well, I wanted to build something or a house that was so messy that you could lost yourself in it, and I think I did something really great. So, well, I actually think that I could have done something messier than that, but I could maybe one day do something even more messier than this one. So what I wanted to do for this house is that each room is really small, and each room was put beside or upon another one, and every room was added onto another without having something realistic, because usually when I play in The Sims, or actually when I build in The Sims, I build something quite realistic, and this one is really not realistic. So yeah, so I'm just adding rooms on rooms, and I actually started this build differently than I usually do, because as you can see, I started by the living room, and I furnished the living room before even starting the exterior of the house, because I didn't really know how to start and what to do. I just had some rooms ideas in my head, and yeah, so I just started by furnishing the living room, then the dining room, and then because I actually think that I think better when I'm doing something, and while furnishing those rooms, I was thinking, how could the house look like from the exterior? And fairly soon I'm gonna be starting on the exterior of the house and just adding rooms on rooms and just going as I think the house would look like. And also for the finishing of the rooms, I wanted something also messy, and like you're just putting furnitures on furnitures without really thinking of a style or anything. Just, you need a chair, so you take a chair and you put it on the dining area, and then you want an office, so you put an office. You want a sofa, so you put another sofa that you maybe found on the flea market or something like that. That was also the idea in this house. And also for each bedroom, I had an idea of characters for each bedroom that a character would sleep in. And I was thinking of characters, stories, or things like that, and I'm gonna go through all the bedrooms and I'm gonna tell you what I was thinking about. So for the kitchen, I went for something quite rustic and, well, quite simple and family-ish, I think. Because this house is a family house. There's 8 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms. And what I wanted also to show in this house is that there's been people living in it, and that it's a bit messy and not really tidy up or things like that. I really wanted to show that this house has life in it, and yeah, that people have been living in here since, I think, multiple generations. So here is when I started to think of all the rooms that would be added to the main building of this house. And also for the windows, I tried to go for different windows for each rooms because, as I said, I wanted for this house to have different rooms and different styles. And I was also thinking that maybe the family would try to have a house that was looking like a normal house, but they kind of failed in it. They had their own style of house and they just tried, but it didn't go as planned, I guess. And the thing I wanted to try, and I think I didn't do as I wanted to do with this house, is with the stairs. I wanted to have different stairs to go in different part of the house, but there's only 2 different stairs, and well, there's 2 different parts of the house, I think, but I think I can do better. So maybe one day I will try and do something different with this same idea of a maze for this house. As I said, I had in mind the house that you can see in the game, What Remains of Edith Finch, but I was also thinking of the house of the Ron Weasley in Harry Potter. I was thinking of their house because it's the same kind of idea for a house, you know, with this height and all the rooms added into the other, and it's quite unrealistic, I think, that kind of houses. So the part of the build I was the most worried about is the roofing, because as you can see here I'm trying different things, but I didn't really know what to do, because usually when it's a realistic house you have an idea of what you would like the house to look like, especially with the roofing, and I think the roofs are giving a spirit or a personality to the house. And with this one, because each room is added on the other, it was quite difficult to find what to do with the roofing. But I'm quite happy with how it turned out, and I think the roofs really gives this idea that the house is just an addition of rooms. So because I wanted for this house to go really high, I tried to make a deck area upstairs, but I realized that the roofs would go through the half walls, and that was something I didn't want it to have for this house. So I scratched this idea away, and I think maybe one day I can try and do something like that, but not for this house. So for the last room upstairs, I was thinking about it for maybe the entire build, and here with the roofing I thought this looks like a Chinese house, and I thought this looks too normal for this house, so we need to try something different. So I tried different things with the roofing for this last room, and I'm really happy with what I did for the last type of roofing I choose for this last room, which is going to become the attic, by the way. So here is when I tried something different, and I was thinking this house is weird, so the roofing must be weird, and this roof is, I don't know, I'm proud of this idea that I had. And that was actually really relaxing to just not have to think of where the windows would fit, and just put them where I want to put them without really thinking of the aspect of the house, because this is a messy house. It's just things added on another one, and that was really, really relaxing, and just, you let your imagination goes, and that was really nice. So for the wallpapers, as I said, because all the rooms are added on another, I was thinking that each rooms would have different materials used to build it. And that was also really funny to try something like that, and just to see all the different types of wallpapers you can use for the exterior of the house. So this is still quite traditional, I think, but using all those different kind of wallpapers was really, really nice and funny to try out. And also each room has different wallpapers, as I said, and there's not one room that has the same wallpapers than another one. So here the exterior of the house is done, and I wanted also to have a lot of greeneries and plants all around, because even though they are still adding rooms on rooms, I don't think they're really taking care of the exterior of the house. And I think this house has been there for a very long time and for several generations. So maybe all the plants that are here are there since the beginning of this house and the basic of this house. So I played with all those ivies on the walls, and I think this gives even more a stronger personality to this house, and maybe a stronger history to it. And also I'm building this house into the lot which is in the countryside of Windenburg, and this is the place where there's the Free Spirit household. Well, actually this is where the Free Spirit household live. And I thought this was the perfect place because their house is a little bit away from the road, and I thought this would be perfect for this house. This geographic situation for this house. But even though I've put a lot of plants all around this house, I think I didn't went overwhelmed, and I didn't add too much greeneries and plants all around. So there's a lot, but I think that's enough. You don't need more. And so as you can see, there wasn't a lot of space for the backyard, so there's just gonna be a table with some outdoorsy chairs and a barbecue as well, but that's enough, I think, for this house, because the most important part was the interior and the exterior aspect of this house. And there's of course some monkey bars for the kids, and I've put all those pots and place where you can put plants on them and grow them and have a garden, because you are in the countryside of Windenburg, and I think this is the perfect place to do something like that. And this place actually of Windenburg reminds me a lot of the place I grew up in, and a lot of people where I grew up have a garden and have their own plants and things like that. So here is when I'm starting to furnish the interior of the house, or actually what's left of the interior of the house to furnish. And there's actually more than the half of the house to furnish. And so for the entry room, as I said, I wanted for each room to be really small, so I tried to, take some space in every every room, so I thought this closet was perfect for the entrance. And so for this bedroom, I was thinking of a young boy, a teenager living in here and wanting to become an athlete or a sportsman, I don't know, someone who do a lot of sports. And yeah, I was thinking of him this way. I was also thinking that he would like to become a quarterback or maybe someone really popular in school, and he was trying to play the guitar just to seduce all the girls around him. And yeah, but with this bin that I've put in his bedroom, I was thinking that he was still a child and he didn't throw away this last bin that he had from his childhood, because I think he became a teenager not that long ago. And so here in this room, I first was thinking of making a bedroom, but I realized that this was really, really small. So I decided to go for an artsy room, and maybe the mother is a painter or an artistic sim, and I was thinking that this space would be perfect for her to just paint and be away from all the children, because there's 8 bedrooms, and I was thinking that all those guys had maybe 6 children, and that's a lot of children, so this space would be her way to go away from all of her kids. And so as well, I've put a lot of pictures all around the walls within the house, because I was thinking that those pictures were pictures of the family, or maybe when the family went on holidays or things like that. And so this bedroom, I was imagining a young little girl, that's weird, but yeah, a little girl, a child, and she was really passionate about maybe rabbits and the color pink and maybe all princessy things and things like that. And I was also thinking that she would be the spoiled one. She wasn't the last little girl, because there's gonna be a toddler bedroom as well, but maybe she was the second and last. You know, she used to be the youngest, but since she had a little brother, because I think this toddler was a boy, she would be a little bit, you know, bit beachy in a way. She wouldn't be really nice to her siblings. And so here is what I call the yellow bedroom, because of course everything is yellow in this room. And I was imagining a teenager, maybe one of the oldest, and I was thinking that she would love to go and volunteer into to become a doctor, maybe in countries and region of the world that needs help. And she's a really studious person, and I think she wouldn't be really happy in this house, because she's not that messy, and this house is so messy that she wouldn't be happy in it. And her dream is to just leave the house and go away. And so yeah, also I realized that in this level of the house, I've put 2 bathrooms in this area of the house. And I thought that was weird, but that was actually a great occasion to put a bathtub, because since there's gonna be a toddler bedroom, you need to have a bath so that you can clean your baby and your toddler. And so now we're moving on to the bedroom that I like to call the stars bedroom. And I'm thinking of a little boy living in here. And this little guy would like to become an astronaut. And he's passionate about stars, about all that is to do with the stars, the skies, and the other planets, and I think he believes in aliens. And yeah, I think he would be maybe shy or something like that, but he's really smart as well, and he knows his stuff. He knows what he's talking about when he's talking about the skies and the stars. And I'm also thinking that this bathroom is the most recent bathroom of all the bathrooms in the house. That's why I've used the new toilets that came with the fitness stuff pack, because I was thinking that those bathrooms were looking so modern, and yeah, that was so weird in a house like that to have such great bathrooms. So now we're moving on to the pink bedroom, and I first was thinking that maybe one of the oldest sister was coming back to the house sometimes and sleeping in this bedroom. So maybe this is a guest bedroom, or maybe an aunt or something like that comes sometimes and just sleeps in this bedroom. So this is not a bedroom that's used that often, but maybe sometimes the relatives can come and sleep in this room. And this is actually a bedroom I wouldn't like to sleep in because I'm not a big fan of the pink color, and this room is so pink, that's so weird. So now we're moving on to the upstairs, and upstairs there's going to be the parents' bedroom, the toddler bedroom, and my favorite bedroom in this house. And I guess you will understand why soon enough. And so here, because of all those big windows and the view that you can have through those windows, I was thinking that this space would be the perfect place to read a book. And you know the girl in the yellow bedroom? I was thinking that she could come here sometimes just to be in a quiet place without all of her siblings annoying her, and just come here and read and have a quiet time. So here is the toddler bedroom, and I went for something minty, blue, things like that. So I was thinking of a baby boy, and he's all new in the world, so I didn't really thought of his personality. I just put all the toys and stuff that you need for a toddler, and that's it. So his room is a bit blank, but I guess if you play in this house, and if you do, please tell me what you think of this house. If you get lost in it, if you do, that means that I succeeded in what I wanted to do. And here I'm moving on to my favorite bedroom in this house, and I think I would love to sleep in it. So I'm thinking of a teenager, maybe her name would be Queen. I think her name would be Queen. And she would love to be with her friends and hanging around with them, having some fun. And I've put all those lights on her wall, and this is a light bedroom. It's so nice. I think she would be happy in here, and yeah, I think she would be one of the popular girl in her school. And she's also actually one of the only child to have a double bed, except with the pink bedroom. But this bedroom, as I said, I think is a guest bedroom. So she's lucky to have a big bed, because I think she's the one who has the biggest bedroom in the house. And so here we're moving on to the parents' bedroom, and I didn't really know what to do with this bedroom, because since there's all those children bedrooms, you need to have some parents at some point. And I think the parents would love to come into this room and just relax away from all their children, and just, you know, they would like to have a space that doesn't have a lot of decorations in it, and just a simple bedroom. So that's why I think this bedroom is perfect for that. And here we're moving on to the attic, and first I thought putting a bedroom in here, but it was too small and too weird, so I've just decided to make an attic with some sciencey stuff, because maybe the father is a scientist, and also a game table or things like that. I will also put a keyboard, a piano in here, and yeah, all the stuff that you don't want to sell, but you want to keep them, and sometimes all the children could come upstairs and play with those. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please tell me in the comments. And if you play with this house, don't hesitate to share some screenshot with me. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I will talk to you very soon.